Most people stay broke not because they lack intelligence, but because they follow emotional rules in a strategic world. Money doesn't reward effort, it rewards leverage, discipline, and cold clarity. While you struggle to survive, others rise because they understand one truth Machiavelli mastered centuries ago. Power shapes wealth, and those without power stay trapped in financial prisons.
The rich don't wait for permission. They create opportunities. They study human nature, build influence, and position themselves where money naturally flows. Meanwhile, the broke stay reactive, distracted by comfort, exhausted by routine, trapped by short-term thinking. Wealth is not a miracle. It is an architecture built with intention, patience, and ruthless strategy.
The wealthy operate with a Machiavellian mindset. They observe quietly, move decisively, and invest where others hesitate. They ignore emotions that sabotage progress, fear, doubt, comparison, and instead rely on calculated decisions. They understand alliances, timing, and human weakness. This is why money gravitates toward them, not toward those who act without strategy.
This guide is not about dreams. It is about transformation. If you want to escape the cycle of staying broke, you must abandon the mindset that keeps ordinary people trapped. Adopt the clarity of rulers, not followers. Think like someone who builds empires, not someone who survives from day to day. In the following chapters, you will learn why they get rich and why you don't yet.
Most people grow up believing that hard work is the key to becoming wealthy. They spend their lives waking up early, exhausting their bodies, and sacrificing their time, yet remain stuck financially. The truth is harsh. Hard work without strategy creates tired people, not rich ones. Machiavelli would tell you that power, knowledge, and positioning matter far more than sweat. The rich understand this. The poor don't.
The wealthy don't get paid for how hard they work, they get paid for how intelligently they move. They use leverage, systems, capital, networks, and timing. While the broke trade hours for pennies, the rich build machines that make money while they sleep. Machiavelli taught that those who understand leverage rule those who rely only on effort.
The poor see money as a reward for labor. The rich see money as a reward for decisions. This single mindset difference creates two separate worlds. One world is filled with exhaustion, scarcity, and fear. The other is filled with calculation, opportunity, and control. Wealth emerges from choices, what you learn, who you connect with, and where you place your time.
If you want to break the cycle of staying broke, you must let go of the lie you were raised with. Hard work is honorable, but ineffective when used alone. Wealth requires strategy, power, and leverage. This chapter is your awakening. To become rich, you must stop thinking like a worker and start thinking like a ruler.
Most people stay broke because they spend money like they're trying to escape reality, buying comfort, distractions, and temporary happiness. The rich don't do that. They treat money like a soldier. Every dollar must go out with a mission and return with reinforcements. Machiavelli would say that a ruler loses power the moment he wastes resources, and your finances are no different. The poor spend to feel better. The rich spend to get better, while the broke buy lifestyle. The wealthy buy growth, books, skills, mentors, tools, systems. The poor want the appearance of wealth. The rich want the mechanisms of wealth. This is why one stays stuck and the other keeps rising. Their spending habits are completely opposite in purpose. The rich also protect their money with discipline that seems cold to the average mind. They delay pleasure,
avoid emotional buying, and cut anything that doesn't push their goals forward. To the broke, this looks extreme. To the rich, this is survival. A lion does not waste energy on meaningless hunts, and neither does a financially powerful mind.
If your spending habits don't change, your financial destiny never will. You must stop thinking like someone trying to survive and start thinking like someone building an empire. From now on, every dollar is a seed. Plant it, don't burn it. This chapter is the first step toward transforming money from a source of stress into a source of power.
One of the biggest reasons people stay broke is that they trust blindly. They trust friends with business ideas, relatives with money advice, and strangers with promises of quick success. Machiavelli warned that a ruler must choose allies carefully, because the wrong alliance can destroy an empire before it rises. Wealth is not just about money. It's about knowing who deserves access to your ambition.
The rich evaluate people the way generals evaluate armies: strength, loyalty, intentions, and usefulness. They don't allow everyone into their inner circle. They know that weak minds drain energy. Emotional people ruin plans, and jealous friends sabotage success. Money requires strong alliances, not convenient friendships. The poor fall for words. The rich judge actions.
Trust is expensive, and the poor give it away for free. The rich protect their trust like treasure. They understand that one wrong person can delay their growth for years. They observe silently, test intentions, and never reveal all their plans. Machiavelli's principle is clear. Never give information to those who haven't earned it.
If you want to rise financially, you must stop oversharing, over-trusting, and over-including people who haven't earned a place in your future. Your ambition is not public property. Choose alliances that strengthen you, not relationships that weaken you. Wealth grows faster the moment you cut the wrong people out.
The poor make financial decisions from a place of fear. Fear of losing money, fear of failing, fear of taking risks. The rich make decisions from analysis, not emotion. They understand that fear is a prison created by the mind, a prison that prevents growth. Machiavelli taught that a ruler must master his emotions or become a slave to them. Money rewards the calm, the calculated, and the courageous.
When emotion rises, intelligence falls. The poor panic when markets drop, overspend when they feel sad, and avoid opportunities when they feel uncertain. The rich do the opposite. They stay calm in storms, rational in chaos, and strategic when others are emotional. This emotional discipline is one of the strongest forms of power, because money flows to the mind that remains stable.
Emotional reactions are expensive. They push you into bad deals, toxic relationships, and impulsive purchases. The rich understand that every reaction has a price. That's why they control their triggers, study their impulses, and move with intention rather than instinct. Machiavelli would say, "The man who commands himself commands the world."
To build wealth, you must treat your emotions like fire, useful when controlled, destructive when ignored. Emotional discipline turns chaos into opportunity and fear into fuel. The moment you stop letting feelings dictate your decisions, you shift from survival mode to power mode, and that is where wealth begins.
The poor treat time like it's infinite. They waste hours on distractions, gossip, entertainment, and habits that drain their focus. The rich treat time like currency, the most valuable currency. Machiavelli understood that power belongs to those who control their minutes with intention. While the poor kill time, the rich invest it.
That single difference creates two separate destinies. The rich schedule their success. They design routines that build skill, discipline, and long-term advantage. Every hour has a purpose. Every minute strengthens their empire. Meanwhile, the poor move through life reacting to whatever arrives. Without structure, there can be no success. Without intention, there can be no wealth. Systems, not motivation, create transformation.
The wealthy eliminate anything that steals their time. People with excuses, tasks without value, habits that drain focus. They understand that time thieves are wealth thieves. The poor engage in everything. The rich engage only in what matters. Protecting time is protecting your financial future and your power.
Your time must be treated like royalty, guarded, respected, and used with intention. When your hours become strategic, your days become powerful, and your life becomes unstoppable. Wealth does not come to those who are busy, but to those who are productive. From this moment forward, make time your weapon, not your weakness. The poor delay decisions because they fear consequences. They overthink, hesitate, and search for reassurance that never comes. The rich do the opposite. They move fast. They understand that indecision is more expensive than a wrong choice. Machiavelli believed that a ruler must act decisively because power belongs to the one who moves while others freeze. Every major financial opportunity hides behind a difficult decision. Leaving a job, starting a business, cutting toxic people, investing money, or choosing growth over comfort. The poor avoid these decisions because they want safety. The rich accept discomfort as the price of greatness. They know that opportunities have a short life, and hesitation kills them.
Decisive action builds momentum, the force that separates those who rise from those who remain stuck. The poor wait for the perfect time, but the rich act when the timing is good enough. They adjust course later. Progress requires motion, not perfection. Machiavelli would tell you, the world belongs to those who dare, not those who wait.
Your life changes the moment you stop avoiding hard choices. If you want wealth, power, and freedom, you must make decisions faster than your fears can stop you. Every delayed choice is a lost opportunity. Every decisive move is a step toward becoming financially untouchable. The rich act, and that's why they win.
Most people stay broke because they live for approval. They want to be liked, praised, accepted, and validated by everyone around them. They fear criticism more than poverty. The rich don't operate like that. They understand that seeking validation is the fastest way to lose power because it forces you to obey the expectations of people who aren't paying your bills. Machiavelli taught that a leader's focus must be on results, not applause. The poor base their decisions on how others will react. What will people think? Will they judge me? Will they laugh if I fail? This mindset keeps them in chains. The rich act based on logic, opportunity, and outcome. They don't explain themselves, they don't perform for an audience, and they don't need applause to move forward. They know that validation is a trap that steals ambition. The wealthy understand that results speak louder than approval. Their success attracts respect, power, and influence, even from people who doubted them. The poor seek acceptance first and success later, but the rich flip the order. They focus on building something real, even if no one understands them at first. Machiavelli believed that greatness is often misunderstood at the beginning. If you want to rise, you must stop asking for permission. Stop waiting for people to believe in you.
Stop explaining your goals to small minds. Let your results speak for you, because the world respects power, not promises. When validation stops being your goal, wealth stops being a dream and becomes a destination.
The poor think in days and weeks. The rich think in decades. The poor plan for survival. The rich plan for dominance. Machiavelli understood that true power comes from seeing beyond the moment, from anticipating moves long before others even notice the game. Thinking small keeps you trapped in the cycle of working, spending, and hoping. Thinking big breaks the cage entirely.
Small thinking makes you chase quick wins, shortcuts, and instant gratification. That is why the poor fall for scams, trends, and shortcuts that promise fast success. The rich build foundations, businesses, systems, networks, and skills that grow slowly but massively. Fortune favors the patient strategist, not the desperate dreamer.
To think like a ruler is to constantly ask, how does this decision affect my future? The wealthy design their lives with intention. Their habits, their environment, their relationships, their investments. Nothing is random. Nothing is accidental. Machiavelli would say that power is not found. It is constructed, brick by brick, choice by choice.
If you want to rise, you must expand your thinking beyond survival. Stop asking how to make money fast. Start asking how to build something that lasts. Start thinking like someone meant to rule, not someone meant to obey. Wealth belongs to those who see further, plan deeper, and act with the mindset of a king.
You now understand why they rise while you remain stuck. Wealth was never about luck, talent, or background. It was always about strategy, courage, and mindset. The moment you change how you think, everything else begins to change with it. Your financial future starts the day you stop playing the game like a follower and start thinking like a ruler.
You stay broke when you trust blindly, spend emotionally, avoid decisions, and chase validation. You get rich when you cut the wrong people off, master your emotions, protect your time, and act with purpose. These principles separate those who merely survive from those who build empires. The choice is yours now.
No one is coming to save you. No miracle is waiting for you. Your transformation begins with you. Your decisions, your alliances, your discipline, your mindset. Think bigger, move smarter, and start building the life you were meant to lead. Power belongs to those who take it, and wealth follows power.
From this moment forward, never think like the broke version of yourself again. Move with intention. Build with strategy. Rise with confidence. Your future is no longer defined by fear or scarcity. It is defined by the strength you choose today. Act like a ruler, and the world will respond accordingly.